Week 9 of the NFL, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Chargers and the Jets on Monday night.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see the first 2 months of the regular season down, what will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he returns this to the 22. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Call it officially a loss at 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former 2nd overall pick, now in his 3rd season out of BYU.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. The bottom line, how do they get a win? First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game when the emotion got a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here comes third and about a foot. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Wilson. And able to find Alan Lazard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 4.
Now it's Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Jets had 1 and 6 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now Herbert got to get into the line in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. and they just executed that one pretty well.
To the air again, Herbert. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Patrick Mahomes, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Josh Downs, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Got what's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, it's Herbert.
Johnston on the quick slant.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Johnston. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Ooh, the juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a night.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Herbert now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quinton Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, 45 yards. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To throw is Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now,
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable here for Davis. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on 1st down now.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
Once more, here's Eckler. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So out now come the Jets.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Eckler now between the tackles.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 9 at the Jets' 32-yard line.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what